Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. InsyaAllah, I will present you my research proposal, which is the Centers for Al-Quran Studies for the Visually Impaired in Malaysia. Now we go to the research gap of my research. In conclusion, in Malaysia, there are Al-Quran Studies Center for the visually impaired. However, there is still a lack of research on the education system used. So the purpose of this study is to study the center of the Quran studies for the visual impaired, as well as to study the syllabus used at each level, whether at primary, secondary and high level. Moving on to the problem statement. Number one, the important need for us to seek knowledge, especially in religious studies for visually impaired. Number two, syllabus of Islamic education school between typical people and people with disabilities. Number three, the religious reading material for the visually impaired. Next, we go to the research objective and research question. For the research question, number one, what is the background of Center Al-Quran study for visually impaired in Malaysia? Number two, how about the syllabus offered for the study of visually impaired in Malaysia? Number three, what is the impact of Center of Al-Quran study for visually impaired in Malaysia? For the research objective, number one, we want to describe the background of Center of Al-Quran studies for visually impaired in Malaysia. Number two, to investigate the syllabus offered for the study for visually impaired in Malaysia. And number three, the last one, to analyze the impact of the Center of Al-Quran studies for the visually impaired in Malaysia. Now, we go to the methodology of this research. This research is about library research and qualitative study. Researcher use document analysis in collecting the data and information. It is a form qualitative research that use a systematic procedure to analyze documentary evidence and answer in specific research questions such as journal article, book, magazine, dictionary, internet and others. The researcher will go to the nearest library to collect the data and the information. Conclude all data by using the method of data analysis, which is a descriptive analysis. That's all from me for my research proposal. Thank you for lending me your ears.